For the layperson that doesn't know, what kind of resources, costs, and timelines go into bringing these sorts of cases?
In a word, massive, both time and cost. As an example, Cigna Insurance was a case that we settled after almost 8 years, 34,000 attorney hours in the case. That's 17 years of one attorney working full-time for 17 years. All those attorneys in that case got paid every 2 weeks, a paycheck. Expert witnesses in investment finance, record keeping, fiduciary responsibility, investment management, all of those expert witnesses that you have to bring a case such as this, you have to get paid. And they don't get paid they get paid win or lose. They don't get paid only if we win. And those costs are quite expensive, $500 an hour, sometimes more, carried for years and years and years. Again, if you lose, all down the tubes. So there's a reason why nobody or no law firm had ever taken on these cases as a private law firm, because it's very risky. And what we had to do is commit to taking on that risk, carrying these cases for whatever time it took, and that's the commitment we made, knowing it would be an all-out war, and it has been.
As a lawyer, what's it like to argue before the Supreme Court?
On a personal level, it is very gratifying and fun. In fact, one of the fun things about it is at the end, you get a quill white feather that's in the shape of a writing instrument of 200 years ago, and as a memento from the Supreme Court, which is kind of cool. But it is gratifying to see that the Supreme Court thought that this space is important enough to take the case, because that was the first time they had ever taken a case involving fees in a 401k plan, and then to give it their undivided attention as they did. There aren't a whole lot of cases that the Supreme Court decides unanimously these days. This time they did, 9-0, and that shows that they really do see this as a very important space, because the 401k plan has become, as we know, America's retirement system.
Of the 9 justices, who was the most toughest inquisitor for you?
Probably Justice Scalia, because at the outset he very quickly said, after a minute or so, well, isn't this going to mean that something to the effect that every employer is going to have to evaluate every fund option out there every quarter or whatever? But that's not what it would require, and obviously Justice Scalia concluded that because he was part of the 9-0 unanimous decision.